Well, happy hump day and welcome to the Tyler Glenn Show, the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life on this Wednesday in southern Manitoba. It is so good to see you. It is Tim Hortons Camp Day. It's Hot Dog Day. It's Daiquiri Day. Weeze is going to have some fun today. Oh, yeah. Over the hump we go. Welcome into the Beach Bunker and happy Wednesday to you. Thank you so much for being here. We have got a lot to get to this morning. Well, it's kind of every day's like that, isn't it? It's the summer self-care contest with our friends at Murray's. We are going to be wrapping that up tomorrow, so we've got a few more summer self-care pictures. You are really enjoying summer, and we're going to have a quick peek at that this morning. Also, you know the show Yellowstone? Of course you do. Maybe it's your favorite show. Isn't the scenery in that show absolutely incredible? Isn't the ranch that these people live on incredible? It's unbelievable. Well, guess what? It's for sale. The Dutton Ranch has just hit the market, and you and I could go buy the Dutton Ranch from Yellowstone, and we'll take a tour of the Dutton Ranch, and we'll give you the price tag on how much that thing's going to cost. It's not exactly, budget real estate. We'll take a look at that. Also, Taco John's gives up its Taco Tuesday trademark. Only in America could you, I don't think you can trademark something like Happy Birthday, but a restaurant trademarked Taco Tuesday, and other Mexican restaurants couldn't use the term for quite some time. That's about to end. Of course, we are going to take a look at some stuff happening on the internet. It's Web Wednesday, so some awesome pictures and video from the sponsors of the Tyler Glenn Show on what has turned out to be a very foggy morning. I don't know about where you are, but it was really thick fog this morning. As we take a look outside for the first time and see what's going on, Winnipeg's got a little bit of fog downtown, and still seeing a little bit of that lingering fog across southern Manitoba. And I think it's just high humidity. I opened the freezer door this morning, and it just was like a rock concert with, the dry ice. This is Halloween. I was just looking for some frozen bananas for my smoothie. It's scary in the freezer. But the fog should lift, and we are about to undergo a big temperature change. We are going to have temperatures in the 30s this weekend, a return to summer. It is going to be great. This is should be the last of our cooler below normal temperatures. You may call it comfortable. I call it cool. I want my summer back because we're going to be into August soon. Less than 2 weeks away from the start of season 2 of the Tyler Glenn Show, and I'm so excited. It's good to see you. Lindy and Miss Vicky was here early this morning. And Vicky Durr, nice to see you. Who else do we have in chat? Of course, Miss Behaven is here, and Connie, and Cindy, who was treated to an amazing little deal over at Murray's yesterday, I heard. Isn't that nice? Boy, way to go, Cindy. Pulls into Murray's, gets the royal treatment, like in every sense of the word. Nick Adams is here, and Laurie is here on Facebook. Nice to see you this morning, Laurie. And KDon78 and Trev is here too, and Jody and Bernice and Mama Sunday. Nice to see you this morning. And Nick Adams already had my Timmy's. Farmer bacon wrap and a coffee. Is that your go-to? What's your Timmy's go-to? What is your Timmy's go-to when you hit the drive-thru? Mine is the Turkey Bacon Club. I don't think anybody should be surprised by that, except for my attempt at healthiness with turkey. Yeah, can I get the Turkey Bacon Club? Hold the turkey, hold the bread, hold the lettuce. Can you just pass me a piece of bacon through the drive-thru window, please? That would be great. Yeah, so that's good. Well, thanks for the support for Tim Hortons Camp Day, Nick. That's awesome. Miss Behaven says, I was the only one who couldn't get into Yellowstone. That's okay. You know, I was like that with a few shows. One was Game of Thrones. Oh, my God. Game of Thrones was bad, but more and more people were watching it, and I literally made it my mission to kind of get through it. And you get over the hump in a show, and you get about 4 or 5 episodes, something really dramatic happens, someone dies, you're on the edge of your seat, and then you're hooked, and then you're in, and then it's good. And I think that's what you just got to do. Maybe you just got to watch a few more episodes. Paul Croft says you should watch 1883. Well, speaking of shows I can't get into, I think it's because prequels, you know how this all ends, and I couldn't get into any prequel, from Star Wars to the Yellowstone prequel. What other shows had prequels that they tried to do? Prequel being the story leading up to the story that you already know, and kind of ruins it for me. I don't know, but lots of big stars in 1883. Harrison Ford in that. This is awesome. Porky Jr.'s here. Nice to see you this morning. Next says, the usual is coffee and Timbits, but a little too early for Tim. Is it ever too early for Timbits? That's what they should use as their slogan. It's never too early for Timbits. Nick Adams. Oh, Cindy says, love the roast beef craveable at Tim. I've never had that. Well, the nice thing is, and this is why I ask, is because today they're going to have free sampling from 1:30 to 2:30, and they've said to me that they're going to have some trusted favorites and some new foods. And so, Cindy, that's valuable information because I haven't had the roast beef craveable, and it's a great idea from Tim Hortons because I would just like to try a little bit of it and say, oh, damn, okay, maybe my go-to isn't bacon anymore. I don't think you're going to get me off bacon, though. But I'd like to try it. Paul says, I can't get into Game of Thrones. It took me a while, Paul. It took a few episodes. Like I said, it was a little while. And Miss Behaven says, oh, I hope there's free samples of a dozen donuts. Thanks for the samples. Go running to the car. Start the car. I got the samples. Let's go. Rhonda will join us at 8 o'clock this morning, and we'll talk more about what they've got planned for Tim Hortons Camp Day. That's coming up today. I'm going to be at the TransCanada Tim Hortons from noon till 1 today, and then I'll be over on 1st Street from 1 till 2, and then over to 18th Street. That's the Canadian Tire location from 2 till 3 this afternoon. And again, there'll be lots of sampling, lots of fun. It's going to be a great day. It's also Hot Dog Day and Daiquiri Day today. So we've been asking what you put on a hot dog, but what grosses you out on a hot dog? And would you believe that one of the top things that you put on a hot dog that grosses people out is ketchup? I had no idea. People really turn their nose up at ketchup. I thought every kid in the world put ketchup on a hot dog. Are you kidding me? It is National Hot Dog Day today. Oh, the hot dog. We love the hot dog. Started in 1991 by the National American Meat Institute. The lunch, which has taken off for decades, is a large hot dog picnic attended by lawmakers, administrative officials, and Capitol Hill staff in Washington, D.C. It is the biggest event of its kind that features hot dogs. And I remember Trev's question when we were early on in the show. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Remember that we had to get AI involved, and AI said technically hot dogs are a sandwich. And they gained their popularity in the United States in the early 20th century thanks to Frankfurters in Germany. The Germans are responsible for the hot dog, and we thank them very much. And that's probably why hot dogs and beer go so good together. There is nothing quite like the experience of being at a Major League Baseball game and enjoying a hot dog and a cold beer. I don't know why it tastes so good, but it's kind of like being on a hot beach and enjoying a daiquiri. By the way, it's daiquiri day today. Lots of food celebrations going on today. Revenition, nice to see you. Lindy says they sold 70,000 hot dogs at San Diego's baseball field last night. 70,000. You would think National Hot Dog Day in the U.S. would be on the 4th of July, says Nick, with the hot dog eating contest and all. That's a good point. Vicky says ketchup, mustard, relish, and sauerkraut is what you like or you find disgusting, Vicky. I like sauerkraut on mine, and when you're at a baseball game, well, the only problem with the hot dog at a baseball game is that you're sitting there in this little seat, and I've got nowhere to put anything, and this hot dog is like dripping down my arm, and the sauerkraut is falling out along with the onions. It's making this giant mess, and without fail, you know when Tyler has been into the hot dogs because I've got a mustard problem. Yellow lips. Yeah, I don't know why this happens every time. I just love my mustard, but I have it goes all the way from the chin right to the nose, completely yellow, like a clown. Derek says, where can you find sesame hot dog buns? Kuiper's Bakery would be your best bet for sesame hot dog buns. You can get them at the grocery store, but they're a specialty item, I think, with sesame seeds on them. You like them? Yeah, because Dempster's, that's right, Lindsay, Dempster's has some. They're not always in stock, though. To me, it doesn't, I'm not really big on it. You like the ones with the sesames. Does it change the flavor of the hot dog at all? Never seen them at the grocery store before. The bigger ones have them, and Lindy's right, Dempster's makes them. But to make it easy for you, without the running around, if you're in town, Kuiper's on First Street next to Tasty's, go in there and say, hey, I need some hot dog buns with some sesame seeds in. And if they don't have them, they'll probably say, yeah, just give us a few minutes. And then, oh my gosh, you'll walk out with a bag that it starts fogging up on you because it's so fresh. That's when you know you got good bread. But the star of the show on the hot dog, quite honestly, is the meat. And as far as I'm concerned, the best commercially available hot dog in any restaurant that I've ever had, even compares to a Major League Baseball hot dog and may be better. The only thing is I can't get a beer at this store. Yes, it's a store, but it has a restaurant in it. And you know what I'm going to say? It's the Costco hot dog. The legendary Costco hot dog, in my mind, is the greatest commercially available restaurant hot dog on the planet, bar none. Kirkland is the brand name. And, of course, they serve it in their food court at the Costco. And I think it's because there's no filler. And really, any of the hot dogs that you have, if you can get them that they're pure meat, they're the tastiest ones, right? They fill you up. I mean, I can normally eat, on the cheapy hot dogs, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 24. But Costco, no, that's not happening. That's not happening. Nope. It's like eating a damn steak in a bun. Quentin likes a whistle dog. Trev says Polish dog, lots of onions, heavy on the mustard, 1 line of ketchup. You're right, Trev. And the only time that I'm willing to suffer serious heartburn is when I've got myself a ballpark or Costco hot dog with the onions, because they get to me. But the fried don't. Do you find that? The fried onions are they're just, I guess all the nasty stuff's cooked out of it. Oh boy, I'm getting hungry for a hot dog. Let's see if Tim's will have some hot dog samples. New to the menu at Tim Hortons, hot dogs. Have you had hot dog burnt ends? No, I've had burnt ends, Porky Jr., but I've seen the hot dog burnt ends on the internet. And some guys are just like, they're doing burnt ends with everything. Burnt ends, I'm sure you're aware that when you have a piece of roast beef or a pork roast or whatever, it's that part at the end of the meat that is like super crispy and super delicious. Well, chefs and barbecue experts just got tired of waiting for the roast to cook and for the chef to cut it up and then have to dive for those parts. However, I remember when I was at any kind of formal dinner or special event or like chamber dinner or whatever, and they're cutting up the roast beef, the burnt stuff was always put to the side. I'm like, no, can I have that piece right over there? I'll take my regular slab, but I like the burnt stuff because it's got that caramelized goodness to it, right? Well, some chefs were just, they decided that they were just going to make the burnt ends. What the hell are we going to wait for the roast to cook for? Let's just cut off a slab of meat, throw it in some butter. They put it in butter. Oh, and then cook it up, and it's nice and crispy. And really, it's just overcooked meat, but it's really seasoned well. And Porky will correct me if I'm wrong. And so, short story long, that's what they're doing with these wieners, and they create the hot dog burnt ends. Cindy says, gotta have a toasted bun. Interesting point. Toasted bun does make a difference. Buttered nice, hey? Pork belly burnt ends are the best, says Porky Jr. Oh, yeah. Like if you get a slab of, the Sunseekers call it the East 40 bacon, the East 40 slab bacon. You go in there, you chop that up and cook it all day till there's nothing left. Drop that in a little bit of butter and brown sugar. Oh, instant heaven. Boy, we've wandered off topic here. We're getting into some. Vicky says, I can't eat raw onions either. Makes me very ill. I get just wicked heartburn. But I take one for the team, especially on hot dog day. Paul says he loves the raw onions, but his wife doesn't. It's a hard way to make friends eating lots of onions. Cheese whiz on a hot dog, Trev. Oh, I think, being the football fan you are, I think we're throwing a flag on the play here. Flag on the play with the cheese whiz. Oh, cheese whiz? Oh, you know what's really good is sprinkled like cheddar cheese. Oh, yeah, especially on a super hot dog, and then it melts in there. And especially if you get that who makes that cheese now that comes with bacon chunks in it? Is it, I can see the bag, orange and black, new product, and you can sprinkle it and it's got bacon chunks in it. Oh, is that stuff good? And of course, it was in my face when they first introduced this product, and now it's a little bit tougher to find, but it's amazing, this bacon with cheese in the Armstrong. Thank you, Nick. Look for this stuff. Look for the Armstrong cheese. Or maybe it's a Cracker Barrel, says Trip. I don't know. Okay, it's one of the two. Why don't I just Google it? In the bag. What a great invention. I seen it in the store. I'm just like, where has this been? And of course, is it Cracker Barrel? I don't think so. I think it is Armstrong. Yeah, it's Armstrong. We got a winner chicken dinner. This is the bag right here. Okay, so. And you will likely find this product and many others at my favorite news store, Western Manitoba Co-ops. Yes. Did you see yesterday we have another great sponsor coming on board for Season 2 of the Tyler Glenn Show, and I'm very excited about this. And they aren't just groceries. Oh, my gosh. They are, co-ops have everything, and they are everywhere. And what's really exciting about this is that they have an in-store brand, the Gold in-store brand, and they've got a whole bunch of new products that they're going to be launching or have just launched, and they want me to taste some of it. They're going to have us taste some of it and say, hey, this is amazing stuff available exclusively at Co-op. So how cool is that? Thank you, Cindy. It just keeps the show rolling. It keeps the show rolling, keeps us together, and it keeps the fun happening. And we're going to discover some new stuff because they are working on some pretty cool foods. I do have to say, and I'm a little partial to the Co-op meat department. I love their meat. I love the Co-op meat. So Western Manitoba Co-ops, welcome. Can't wait to talk more about that, and you will hear more, you will see more in the coming weeks as season 2 starts in less than 2 weeks. But look for that Armstrong cheese, because whether you're putting it on a hot dog or you're putting it on pizza, and it's a little bit more expensive than you'd find with regular cheese. But I mean, it's done. The work is done. The bacon is in there. It's just like, ooh, sprinkle beautifulness onto your pizza. Before we run, it is Web Wednesday, and speaking of sponsors, one of the sponsors I wanted to share with you real quickly on this Web Wednesday is my friends at Auto Fashion, and I love these pictures that they shared because this is heartbreaking. Look at this. Look at this dent. What happened here, do you think? Was there a golf ball that hit this guy? What happened here? I'd love to know the story, Herman. Or was it a shopping cart? Do you think a shopping cart could get out of hand that bad and like ding the back of the truck like that? That's a bad one. Or did he back up into something? Doesn't matter. That's a bad ding. That is a bad ding. So you go into Auto Fashion and you get it taken care of, and look what happens. Okay, so, in progress. Look at this. And out. Like it never even happened. I love this picture best because if you just showed this to a picture, they'd say, hey, what you going to build with the lumber in the back of that truck there that you got there? Because there's nothing left. It is like it never even happened. Completely perfect. Absolutely amazing. And when you go to that first shot again of how bad it was, and the golf ball that hit that, or the fence that met the truck. And that's what it's all about at Auto Fashion. Fine auto finishing, they'll not only clean vehicles inside and out and make them brand new again, but they can take out the scratches and dents. And don't forget, you could get a $50 gift card if you bring them your MPA hail claim. Just for supporting local. They love local. They wrap their arms around local and want to help support some local restaurants and of course, obviously, hopefully earn your business. And that's why they say, if you've got a hail claim and you want to bring that in, they'll give you a $50 gift card to your favorite local restaurant. And well done, crew, on that amazing dent there caused by who knows what. Looking amazing. Like it never even happened. Auto Fashion, they're at 255 17th Street North behind Lee's Buffet. Your vehicle, Auto Fashion's passion. Another thing I shared yesterday was the video of the backyard on Aberdeen. If you missed it, it was Ida and her husband. They were getting married at the event center. And it really is a nice video, not very long, because it showcases all the it showcases the entire facility really well here. This is the backyard on Aberdeen, and what an amazing facility if you're going to have a wedding, or you're going to have a corporate event, or you're going to have a birthday party. Inside, outside, they're going to be able to take care of you. There's Ida and her husband, and nice kiss there, and a nice crew of good-looking folks in the backyard. And this is when they first opened. This is quite some time ago, actually. But look at how beautiful that is. Just a great spot to have a corporate event, a party, a wedding, a birthday, and they've got a giant backyard, obviously, but they've also got an event center, and that comes complete with the kitchen and a whole lot of other uh, add-ons like there's a bar in there. They've got real washrooms, not the porta potties, and they've got the audio video all set up and ready for you to go. And so it's a really great place to have a special event, and the most special of events. Because sometimes the most special of events come with the most stress and a lot of planning. And, because you got the food, you got the music, you got a whole bunch of stuff that goes along with planning a big party. And that's why Ida and her crew at the Backyard on Aberdeen Ida and her crew at the Backyard on Aberdeen will take care of you. And it is really a passion of Ida's. I've known her for a while. And she really loves food and she loves entertaining. It's just kind of in her DNA. So there was a real passion for taking care of people in that way. So book your free consultation at the Backyard on Aberdeen. Call 204-520-0812 or go to the Backyard at aberdeen.ca. I've got the link through my website at tylerglenshow.com. You can also email the Backyard on Aberdeen at gmail.com, and they'll take care of you, and it costs nothing to have a quick consultation. Okay, we're going to have Rhonda on the show at 8 o'clock this morning. I am going to say goodbye to our social media friends. Thank you, TikTok, and thank you to our social media friends. This is show 99, the Gretzky Show, 99. Show 100 tomorrow, coming your way, show 100. Season finale coming up on Friday. Season 2 starting August 1st. We're moving the party over to twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. Come on over. That's where the rest of the show is going to be. We'd love to have you come on over to twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. Thanks for joining us for the first part of it, TikTokers, and we'll catch you later. And for the rest of our social media friends, we too will catch you hopefully at Tim Hortons later today. Again, I will be at the number 1 from noon till 1, 1st Street 1 till 2, and 18th Street from 2 till 3. Free samples. Free samples. Come for the free samples and come send kids to camp. Okay? That's what